Slava Jesus Christus, Slava Navika, glory be to Jesus Christ, glory be forever. It's Father Basil Malovany again, and I wish everyone a happy Easter weekend. We're this day or two away when I'm making this podcast on the night of Good Friday. And tomorrow we are celebrating Holy Saturday. And Holy Saturday is not really well known in our Christian tradition. Everyone knows about Good Friday and of course Easter Sunday. But Holy Saturday is a day where Jesus went into Hades to pull out all the souls that were in Hades for generation after generation. You see, until Jesus rose from the dead, the saints everyone was stuck in Hades. And Hades is not hell. You know, hell is different than Hades. Everyone thinks Hades is hell, but that's not the same. You see, heaven cannot be opened up again for our souls until Jesus sacrificed his life for all of us. So all those generations of people who lived before Jesus, went to this place called Hades, where, it wasn't necessarily hell, but it wasn't heaven either. It was just a place where all the souls went, according to the Greek tradition. And it's said that Jesus, during that time before he resurrected from the dead on the Sunday, on Saturday he went into this place called Hades to pull up all the souls that were waiting for him to enter the heavenly kingdom. And there's a beautiful icon of the resurrection, where Jesus pulls up Adam and Eve, our first parents. Adam and Eve sinned. They did the great sin, the original sin that caused all of us to be separated from God. And that's why the reason why you have to be baptized. But Adam and Eve did repent, afterwards. So they were waiting for Jesus to pull them out of this place called Hades so that they could be in heaven as well. And there's many other saints in this icon as well. There's King David and the Old Testament prophets, and many saints that were waiting for Jesus to pull them to the heavenly kingdom. So, Hades is meaningless for us now, because Jesus has opened up heaven for all of us. So when we follow Jesus's law, when we follow Jesus's way of life, we want to be directly going to heaven, and that's something that we learn in our catechesis, how to live a good Christian life, how to be the best Christian we can be. And when we think about those Old Testament saints, how they had to struggle in their lives as well. And everyone, again, I mentioned this in my previous podcasts, everyone seems to think that saints were sinless, that somehow they had this magical soul that never was able to sin. And that's not true at all. All the saints were sinners. They had to overcome the sins, the breaking the commandments. They had to overcome so much in order to gain a heavenly kingdom. I just mentioned Adam and Eve. That sin of disobedience, that sin of greed, basically what it was. That the devil tempted them that if they ate that forbidden fruit, that they would have the knowledge of God. So they thought that they could be God, basically. That's a great sin. And of course, we know King David, he was an adulterer, he was a murderer, really, and he did many things that were sinful, and yet he repented and was ready to get to heaven as well. And his son Solomon, same thing, the many examples of saints in the past who had to repent, had to turn their life around and follow Jesus and do away with sin and repent and ask for forgiveness. So this is the little blurb that I wanted to do today about the what's called Holy Saturday, Jesus' descent into Hades, and pulling up all those souls that were stuck in Hades for a long time until Jesus came down and died and beat death, beat the defeated sin, defeated death once and for all. Okay? So hopefully, again, you have a wonderful weekend. Drive safe if you're driving anywhere in my part of the world, Saskatchewan. And I guess Manitoba got that big winter storm too, and maybe Ontario as well. So if you're listening from those areas, hope everyone's safe there. And I will talk to you again very soon. God bless.